Impossible Dream Catamaran is a wheelchair-accessible sailboat. She was designed from the keel up to be universally accessible. Our mission? To raise awareness for barrier-free design and through sailing improve the lives of those with disabilities. We sail with a mixed ability crew, and each year we take out over 1,000 people for day sails. This year, we want you to be part of our virtual adventure. Welcome aboard! Today, we've cast our lines off and we're headed out of Mystic, Connecticut with our 2 new crew members, Chris and Ashley. We're going to work together to put up our sails and take you through how we do it. In preparation to hoist the mainsail, Steve has wrapped the main halyard around this hydraulic winch. The halyard travels from the winch, through this cleat used to lock it in place, up through the top of the boat, into the mast, all the way up, and then down to the top of the sail. As the winch spins, the sail is hoisted up the mast. Chris is heading to win. We're gonna just narrowly miss this sailboat coming up on our starboard side. Will is taking the sail ties off of the mainsail to get ready for it to be hoisted. You wanna say anything, Will?
Yeah, PTO on! Okay, boom on free!
Boom on free, Steve!
Boom is free!
Steve is currently hoisting the mainsail. As you can see, the hydraulic winches on the Impossible Dream are key to making hoisting the mainsail accessible for somebody in a wheelchair. Our guest crew members help with everything from sail handling to standing watch to steering and navigation. There's the boom furler unfurling as the sail gets hoisted. Usually somebody's up here making sure that this feeds into the track correctly, making sure that it doesn't get caught. There's Steve down in there. There she goes, all the way to the top. When the sail is all the way up, she's 80 feet above the water line. Is that finger getting tired?
Oh, I might have to switch out.
Woo!
Boom on home!
The main is up and we're ready to trim the sails. We're going to be going downwind, so I'm going to take the preventer off and set it up on the side of the boat. This is the preventer. It's used to hold the sail still while we sail if there's wake or if the wind shifts a little bit. So I'm going to set it up on the beam of the boat because we're going to be going downwind. So we use this to hold it here. We just attach it to these loops. So Will's moving the boom over this way with the traveler inside the boat. And then I put the preventer on and he's probably going to continue to sheet it out, so I'll just tighten it up as it comes out. But for now, that's good enough. Once the mainsail is set, it's time to unfurl the Genoa, which is the most forward sail. This is also done on a hydraulic winch, which makes it nice and easy. Chris has turned downwind, we've turned off the engines, and we're sailing to Block Island.
We left Mystic here this morning, all the way up here, Mystic Seaport. That's where we were. And we've come down the Mystic River. There's the railroad bridge, and there's the, that's the railroad bridge, and then the highway bridge, and then all the way down. We stopped for fuel, and then we came all the way out here, and then we put up our sails over here, and now we're sailing down at a very slow speed because the current is against us. You see those arrows. And so eventually the current will turn around for us, and we're going out over to Block Island, which is 20 miles away. And at this speed, we'll get there in 10 hours.
The sails are up, but the work is not over. Our crew now has to coil and stow this main halyard, which was used to pull the main sail all the way up the mast. These twists in the main halyard are called hockles. They're created when the halyard is wrapped around the winch to hoist the main sail. Ashley has so kindly volunteered for the job of dehockling, or organizing the main halyard. She does this by throwing the line down the stairs and then rotating it clockwise and pulling it through her hands to be sure that it comes up straight. Next, Captain Will is going to demo the final step for stowing the halyard.
We learned this trick on the Nefertiti. It's an old 12-meter America's Cup boat that you can go out on Newport, and this is how the guys do their halyards. So you're just doing figure eights, and the idea is that this will be, if you had to, you could just flip it over and throw it on the ground, and all the line would freely run off it. In an emergency, you got to get the sail down really quick. Well, you'll be glad you did it.
Ashley is finishing up the figure eights on the main halyard. Then all she needs to do is stow it, put the tabletop back on, and we're good to go.
Perfect.
Putting on my sunscreen.
After a short stop last night at the anchorage in Block Island, we woke up bright and early and were headed to Menemsha Martha's Vineyard.
Welcome to Menemsha. It's great to have you here. This is where Jaws was filmed, so be careful where you swim. My name is Charlie Shipway, and I live in Chilmark, Massachusetts. And in the summer, I teach sailing, and we finish boats and take people adaptive sailing.
Pull the ramp over here.
Rob, what's going on?
We're building a ramp for accessibility here at Menemsha, and Charlie Shipway is helping us out. He's the engineer of this whole project.
I know people from the Impossible Dream, Captain Will and Deborah, and our host Paulina, because they come here every summer and we take groups out sailing like Camp Jabberwocky and Windermere. And the first group was my teammate who had a stroke 7 years ago and was paralyzed on his right side, and so we got him out sailing.
Charlie is our ambassador in Martha's Vineyard and has become our very good friend. He does so much for us while we are here, including this amazing on-the-spot construction project. We encounter all sorts of docks during our travels, and some require a bit of problem solving to allow us to use our ramp to get on and off the boat. Charlie and his team build us this ramp each year to improve our access to the dock and the independence of our crew.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
We're detaching 5 segments of the ramp to make it shorter so that we have space to get off the boat.
There it is. Charlie, the mechanical genius, has got things going like mad right here.
winter I build houses, and so that's how I know how to build things. And we're here to host the Impossible Dream, and we thank them for being here.
The rookie is getting hazed. He's got to go first.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, I've never seen that before.
How was it?
That was amazing!
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Glad to help.